Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle Bossing, and I am the president and co-founder of Senior1Care, and welcome to a very special edition of Senior1Care Conversations. As some of you know, if you looked out on Community, you will have seen that Senior1Care Conversations is a new podcast that we are creating. And really the purpose of this podcast is to use it as a platform to share information and make sure that our team is up to date on any information that we may need to communicate to you. And we're in the process of recording some episodes that we do plan on posting at a later date. However, I did want to use this platform as a way today to provide an update as to where everything stands with the COVID-19 vaccine. And I thought of creating a message that I could put out in Community. And then I said, you know what, how about you just use this Senior1Care Conversations platform and get a microphone in front of you and just start talking. And so really that's what I'm going to be doing for a few minutes here today, just to try to talk through and answer some of the questions that you may have. And I guess as it relates to the COVID-19 vaccine, as many of you know, we put a message out, must have been a few weeks ago, letting you know that we were strongly encouraging all of our caregivers and management to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. We felt that just given the fact that we are serving seniors in a vulnerable population, we just felt that it was the right thing to do to help protect all of those associated with the care that we provide. And I also mentioned in that video that we understand that there's going to be many members of our team that may have reservations about receiving the vaccine. It could be you're trying to gather more information. It could be a pre-existing condition or some type of a health issue that may prevent you from receiving it. And so we fully understand that there's going to be some of those situations out there. And I know many of you have already gone out and got the vaccine. And for those of you that have or are scheduling your appointments, that's fantastic. That's great. But I also know that for the ones that haven't received it or are still on the fence about receiving it, we are planning on distributing more information to you as it becomes available, so you can have more information to help guide you through the process of making that decision. And there's a lot of misinformation out there, depending on where you receive your news. And so our goal through the rest of the month of January is to make sure that we are providing as much information as we can about the vaccine and what we know from credible sources to help you get more information, which will help lead you to a more educated decision. And so be on the lookout over the next week from posts on Community where we're going to try to give you some information. And you may notice recently we've been posting some interviews and question and answer sessions with Dr. Corbett. We find Dr. Corbett to be a credible source. I mean, after all, she is one of the researchers who helped develop this vaccine in the first place. And so, what better person to help answer questions than someone who has been on the front lines of creating this vaccine. So again, be on the lookout for further information in the coming weeks ahead. And if you have other questions, you certainly can call our office and we'll try to point you in the right direction. But I think another issue associated with the vaccine is something that I may have mentioned, and if I hadn't, I'll mention it now. There's a lot of client calls that are coming in, and many of them are asking, have your caregivers received the vaccine? And what we've been telling them is similar to what I just mentioned at the top, that yes, we've strongly encouraged our caregivers to receive the vaccine, but we also understand that some, for a variety of reasons, may not receive it, or they are not able to receive it. And I guess we're finding that there could be some issues associated with the scheduling. Already, some have mentioned, well, I only want caregivers who have gotten the vaccine, and that those are the only individuals I want scheduled to help take care of my loved one. And from our standpoint, we're in a tough situation. We understand your position, but the client also has a say in this ultimately. And if they decide that they only want vaccinated caregivers on the account, then we certainly need to respect that decision as well. Now, whether that's fair to the whole scheduling arrangement, I understand where you're coming from, but I think if you try to flip it and put yourself in some of our family's shoes, this is all new to them as well, just like it's new to you. And if they are looking at it and saying, okay, if I have a choice to have caregivers who come out to visit with my mom or my dad and they're vaccinated, or I have a choice to have non-vaccinated caregivers, I just think perception-wise, they're going to lean more in the direction of caregivers who have been vaccinated. Okay, I just think that would be common. So what that means in the long run is what it means to your schedule. We may have to tweak and rearrange your schedule to find you some of the hours that you're looking for, but I just know from talking to our team that is something that these conversations are happening. And I just want to make sure that we're being as transparent as we can, and I'm being as upfront and as honest with you as possible. Certainly, it's not something that we want. I don't want you to lose hours. I know our care coordinators, we don't want you to lose hours, but we do know that just based upon some of the preliminary discussions that we've had, that it's a real possibility. Now, hopefully as time goes by, some of these things will kind of work themselves out, but I just wanted to use this platform to communicate to you that these are some of the concerns that some of our clients have had, and so we'll kind of see where it goes. But we appreciate everything that you've done, and if there's questions that you have in the meantime, please let us know. I mean, we don't want you to feel as if you're put in a corner and you're put in a very uncomfortable situation, which many of you may be feeling right now. And if that's the case, I apologize. That's certainly not our intent. I think we're just looking at it as what can we do to help our community and the clients, and to try to keep everybody safe. And the vaccine, we feel, is a way that we can take a step in the right direction and try to provide some reassurance to our families and to our team. But again, let us know if you have any questions, and we'd be happy to answer them. So thank you for everything that you do, and we will be in touch with you real soon.